I haven't done swipe file videos in a while, so figured I would do this one since use case pages have been top of mind lately. I've seen a lot of startups add them to their websites, so as they start scaling and expanding the range of industries they want to target. And what frequently happens is that it's very cookie cutter, not in terms of the structure, which is totally fine, but in terms of the copy that's used on the page. So it feels almost like programmatic SEO type of thing where most of the focus is on matching the keywords, but not really aligning the rest of the copy with what the audience from those specific industries would want to hear or would be interested in. So in this case, Rollstack is not doing any of that. Instead, they are reusing the same structure, which again totally makes sense, but speak to industry specific, use case specific pain points. Well, in this case, I think it's more about teams, so audience specific pain points and aspirations. So I would particularly want to call out their hero sections because this is where it is very easy to kind of not necessarily get lazy, but focus on the outcomes and on the uh, big value prop that's applicable across all of the industries. But this is not where you get people to buy in and understand that you really get their industry, because that would be my biggest concern as a prospect. Do they say this is great for finance, or is it actually great for finance? Same for business operations, customer success, and marketing. So drive customer success, retention and growth is still high level, but it's the aspirational outcome, right? And then the subhead section is used to agitate the pain point. And this is consistent across all of the pages. So this tells me that as a reader, this tells me that those use cases actually exist. They're not just made up as hypotheticals to attract me as a completely new segment. So scrolling down, something else that reinforces this is using testimonials that are aligned with the department that we are reading about, so the department use case. And again, this is also consistent across all of the pages. And another section where I frequently see startups kind of ignore the rule of specificity is this one, the features. So this is the same solution. It has the same features. It does the same thing, but different departments use it differently. So instead of leading with features and saying, for example, analytics or reporting, it's always very customized to what this specific team wants to be doing instead of like feature section, I guess. So it's not necessarily just strictly features. It's more of a how to use and what you get out of this. And this is what makes it so powerful. So it's not, I cannot make this click through for a different example. So we'll just stay here on this page. So this is an example of how to move away from the feature blocks that are like very product driven to feature blocks that are audience driven. So in this case, it's teams, it could be industries. The underlying features are the same, but how they're used is different. And that frames the conversation. Like these blocks below, I think are all the same blocks. Whether or not this is appropriate and whether or not like anybody actually makes it below the CTA, I don't know. I don't know if resources get clicked or used, but so I'm taking everything below the CTA with a grain of salt because I have no idea what's going on. But these sections are definitely worth saving for your own swipe file and kind of reframing the way you think about presenting use cases and presenting the same product to different segments. It doesn't have to break the mold on every page. It doesn't have to be 100% different on every page. And frankly, I cannot think of a reason to do that. But the copy is specific, addresses pain points and aspirations of each team, and it's aligned with what they're doing in their day-to-day lives, not with the early stage startup. Our features are amazing. You really need them in your life messaging that you sometimes see online.